Hello Group 1, welcome to your reading. Let's start by seeing what you are releasing through this powerful gateway. You got the Tower and Five of Swords. Wow, that's some truly intense, transformative energy. Right from the start, I'm feeling liberation, the liberation of self. The Tower shows that your old life systems, ways of thinking, and belief patterns can no longer support your growth. Everything that's outdated has reached its expiring date and is beginning to crumble. The Five of Swords reveals that you are facing this inflated yet fragile side of your ego, the version of yourself that resists any truth or perspective, that challenges what it already knows. This old ego acts like a programmed system. Even when you are overwhelmed, you still trust to perform, to meet expectations, ruled by fear and scarcity. It forces you to keep going, even when exhausted, carrying layers of resentment and frustration. You may have experienced many unfair situations and even convinced yourself that injustice was a necessary part of growth. But through this 1111 portal, all of that is being released. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles, a calm acceptance of life's natural cycles. You are learning to appreciate both your own and others' imperfections, to respect timing, and to focus on long-term healthy progress instead of constant pressure and expectation. Now let's see what inner gifts or qualities are being activated through this portal. You will draw the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. With the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, I'm honestly so happy for you because you are realizing that you are abundance itself and that you have the power to create wealth and stability. It's beautiful to see the King of Pentacles appear right after the Tower, because while the Tower represents the old system is destroyed, the King of Pentacles builds new ones. This means your inner authority is awakening. You are stepping into your role as the creator and the ruler of your own kingdom, setting new standards and structures in how you think, live, and act. The Knight of Pentacles shows your grounded, consistent approach to success and wealth. You are no longer chasing quick wins, but focus on long-term growth. Some of you might even start embracing minimalism or mindful spending. The Ten of Pentacles at the bottom confirms that you are building a strong, sustainable foundation, one that not only supports you, but also the people you love. You are no longer forcing things from a place of struggle, but creating a new order where everyone thrives. Now let's look at how these blessings will show up in your material life. You will got the Five of Wands and a Page of Pentacles, and we have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. A very specific message first. If you've recently been involved in sports or even placed a bet on a competition, you might see some nice wins. But for most of you, this energy speaks of personal growth and opportunities. I'm thrilled to see the Five of Wands here because it connects back to the Five of Swords. In the past, you may have given up on certain dreams, maybe an old passion or a childhood dream, because you didn't feel ready or worthy. But now, you are stepping forward with confidence, ready to compete fairly and claim your space. The Page of Pentacles marks a fresh beginning, a new path that you will earn through your own courage. It beautifully echoes your awakened King of Pentacles energy. This new opportunity might be something your old self never believed you could do, but now, you are ready to start from scratch with renewed strength. There's a powerful sense of becoming your own hero, fulfilling your dream, and healing your inner child. In the physical world, this could mean joining a talent program, changing your field of study, going back to school, starting a new career path, moving to a quiet place, or launching your own business or creative project. The Page of Pentacles may be a beginner, but remember, this page is supported by the wisdom of the king and the steady display of the knight. Finally, let's see the guidance from the universe. You will draw the Knight of Cups and the Two of Swords, with the Ace of Swords as the underlying energy. The Ace of Swords is all about clarity and a conscious decision. If you wish to activate your inner abundance and authority, it begins with one clear decision. The decision to acknowledge that you are your own source of power and prosperity. Your mind might still feel cluttered with doubt, and that's okay. Right now, this decision may feel more like a fleeting thought than a firm decision, but even that's enough. You don't need to hold on tightly to positive thinking or fear losing your progress. You don't act positively because you think positively. You act positively because your intuition naturally leads you here. The Nine of Cups reminds you to enjoy life fully, especially moments of joy and solitude. Spend time doing things that make you happy and relax. Don't see it as selfish. Let yourself experience desire. Explore what your body, heart, and mind feel when each desire arises. Notice which ones bring harmony, not conflict. The desires that make you whole being feel at peace. Those are your true dreams, your soul's natural direction. Overall, this reading radiates renewal in your mind, body, your heart, and your outer reality. You are shedding layers of limitation and returning to your most natural, powerful self, building a new inner order from a place of truth and alignment. And one last message from the universe. You received a card, Guardian. A lost loved one watches over you. Their energy feels so gentle and kind, and this could also symbolize the old part of yourself that you were released. The version of you that once kept you safe. Even though that old self was limited, it truly protected you in the past, and now is sending you its blessing as you move forward. You are safe through this transition, and once you step through the 1111 portal, you'll feel even stronger. Wishing all of you who picked Group 1 the very best. You're ready for this new chapter. See you in the next reading. Hello Group 2, welcome to your reading. Let's start by seeing what you will be releasing through this powerful gateway. You will draw the Three of Swords and the Hierophant. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Judgment. This is such strong and sacred energy. The first feeling I get is rebirth. The Three of Swords and Hierophant together show me that you've been through heartbreak, like being shattered open and emptied out. You will walk through multiple dark nights of the soul, wave after wave of emotional storms. The healing process has been painful and long, but through it, you've been rebuilding yourself bone by bone, piece by piece. Maybe what hurt you was a person, a community, or a specific environment, but Hierophant reveals that, at a deeper level, what you were really confronting were the routing beliefs and the rigid authorities that society told you to obey, the respectable traditions that justify what was never right. These systems protect their own image, even when they are unjust. So, when your rights were violated, the protection you hoped for didn't come. The support you needed wasn't there. You might have tried to speak up, to escape, or to defend yourself, but were labeled as immoral or too radical. The truth is, those who shamed you were protecting their own interests. They wanted to keep the system that benefited them. Judgment confirms this was a deep karmic lesson, but the good news is, the karmic cycle is ending. The power of faith has carried you through the darkest nights. The pain in your heart is being replaced by compassion, and the shadows in your life are giving way to light. Next, let's see what inner gifts or qualities are being activated during this 1111 portal. You will draw the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. We also have the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Some of you might also resonate with messages from Group 1 because there's a shared theme of abundance and rebuilding order, but with a twist. While Group 1 are becoming leaders within an existing system, you're leaving one behind to build your own. The Page of Pentacles tells me that you've already started taking small, practical steps toward independence. You don't care if the opportunity seems small. If it has long-term value, you'll take it. You're planting seeds for your own future. And the Three of Pentacles at the bottom shows your ability to lay your own foundation. You're not relying on luck or validation anymore. You're focusing on steady, grounded progress. You know that as long as you keep replicating your current positive state, moment by moment, choice by choice, the right people will find you. Together, you'll build a version of paradise, peaceful, abundant, and truly yours. Now let's look at how your blessings will manifest in this physical world. You will join the King of Cups and the Lovers. And we also have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is beautiful energy. The King of Cups and the Lovers together show that your heart and mind will finally come into full alignment, which is one of the most powerful states for manifesting abundance. Some of you might have artistic or creative gifts like music, painting, writing, or design, and your work will begin to touch people on a soul level. The King of Cups shows deep emotional maturity. You've learned how to channel your feelings with balance and grace. The Knight of Cups adds a dreamy, romantic flair. You express those emotions through art, storytelling, or creative projects that move others deeply. And the Lovers tells me that this harmony could also call in soul alignment relationships, perhaps a destined partner, kindred spirit, or a meaningful collaboration. But more than that, you'll be connecting with a soul family, people whose hearts resonate with yours. Even if you never met in person, you are surrounded by love and support, both seen and unseen. Some of you might even become a role model or a symbol of inspiration for others. But don't feel pressure to always appear perfect. Your authenticity itself is the greatest blessing you share. Finally, let's see the guidance from the universe. You will got a Page of Wands and Eight of Wands. We also have the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This message is all about inspiration, action, and momentum. Through this portal, the universe is sending you bursts of creativity and excitement. When inspiration strikes, act immediately. Don't overthink it or delay, because inspiration is fleeting. Your task is to bring those ideas into physical form. Don't worry about how perfect or polished it looks. Your job is to create a first draft. The details can come later. The Eight of Pentacles reminds you that mastery comes through repetition. Yes, it might feel tiring at times, but this consistency is what transforms your craft into something extraordinary. The universe wants you to let go of the concept of time. Focus fully on each present moment, because in truth, every moment is fresh. There's no repetition when you are fully alive in the now. Each brushstroke, each word, each action is happening for the first time. And for your extra message from the universe is patience. Just a few more months. Good things come to those who wait. This is a very direct message. Your prayers are being answered. Don't obsess over timing. To the universe, 1 day and 10 years are the same. And as the Eight of Pentacles reminds you, the more you focus on your refining your craft, the less you notice time passing. When you rise above the limits of time, you rise above all other earthly limits as well. Group 2, after this portal, you'll be living a life you built with your own hands, one that's solid, beautiful, and magical. A life that feels like a fairy tale. Not because it's perfect, but because it's yours. Okay, wishing you all the blessings and peace through this 1111 gateway. See you in the next reading. Hello Group 3, welcome to your reading. Let's start by seeing what you will be releasing through this powerful gateway. The cards you will draw are the Alchemist, Ten of Swords, and we have Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Right away, I can feel that for Group 3, there are some deep-seated limiting beliefs around manifestation. The Alchemist shows that you are a powerful manifester, but you may not fully believe it. You might even question whether you truly want to manifest at all, or feel unsure about what you actually desire. In traditional tarot, this will be the Magician, a bit more mystical and flashy. But here, as the Alchemist, it highlights practice and personal responsibility. Manifestation becomes real when you are in a state of trust and alignment. Yet, the Seven of Swords at the bottom tells me that some part of you is still hiding from the light. Not because you have done anything wrong, but because your survival mode has been deeply ingrained. Survival mode at its core is built on fear and scarcity. When you hide yourself to stay safe, you also block abundance from reaching you. The Ten of Swords explains why it has been so hard for you to trust, even when life seems fine. But part of you still expects danger. It's like you have been on alert for so long that it's hard to relax. Because this is a collective reading, everyone's story will be different. But that sense of fear, tension, and exhaustion is something we all recognize. You want to trust, you want to feel safe under the light. But when you look back at everything you will endure it, your mind and body still carry those scars. But here's the good news. The Ten of Swords tells me the survival game is finally ending because you are simply done with it. You are tired of fear. You are ready to live. Through this portal, you are releasing this burden of constant vigilance and reclaiming your right to joy, ease, and visibility. You are meant to live freely, proudly and abundantly. No one can take that from you. So congratulations, you've truly let go of something heavy. Next, let's see what inner gift or power is being activated within you. Your cards are Seven of Cups and High Priestess. We also have the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm so happy to see this much water energy. It means you're moving out of the mental struggle and into emotional depth and intuition. The Five of Cups shows that you've experienced a heartbreak or disappointment. Maybe in love, in career, or between your dreams and reality. You will realize that it's time to balance dreaming and doing. You might have once lived in your head, imagining possibilities, but struggling to commit to one path. The High Priestess shows a turning point. You are awakening to a new kind of wisdom, one that comes from silence, stillness, and trust. In this portal, your inner High Priestess is awakening. You're learning to rely on your intuition rather than logic alone. You are discovering that stillness isn't emptiness or stagnation. It's power. Even when you're not doing anything, you're getting closer to your truth every moment. And next, let's see how your blessings will manifest in the physical world. We have the Six of Wands and the Hangman. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. This is powerful. And yes, you will absolutely expect a 180-degree shift in your life. The Hermit suggests that you are simplifying, stripping away what's unnecessary. For so long, you've been accumulating money, responsibilities, relationships, all because you fear not having enough. But during this portal, you are realizing that less is actually more. You no longer need to carry every weight or please every person. And in that release, freedom comes. You finally allow yourself to shine. And that's when manifestation happens. Not when you're forcing it, but when you're relaxed and genuine. The Six of Wands speaks of recognition, success, and a celebration. For some, this could be fame, winning something, launching a business, or receiving long-awaited acknowledgement. The possibilities are endless. But when the excitement fades, the Hangman reminds you, don't return to that survival mode. You've graduated from that cycle. Now you live from peace. Finally, let's see the guidance from the universe about how to receive this blessing fully. We have the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. We also have the Moon card at the bottom of the deck. Interestingly, all three groups today received the King of Pentacles somewhere in their spreads, meaning that reclaiming personal authority is a collective theme of this 11/11 portal. The Knight of Wands shows that, even though you're more grounded now, your old patterns may still surface when things feel uncertain. When that happens, call on your inner King of Pentacles, wise, stable, and confident. You already know how the world works. You no longer need to prove or chase anything. When your inner knight wants to rush or react, let the king remind you that you have enough. You are enough. Use your passion as fuel, not as fear. The moon asks that some illusions may still try to creep in, but your clarity and wisdom will dissolve them. For the extra message from the universe we got, open your heart. It will help you attract more love. This is such a beautiful confirmation. It ties perfectly back to the theme of releasing survival mode and lowering your guard. There's so much love around you. Love that's waiting for your heart to open. Love of it mirrors your own past fears. Some of it is brand new, but all of it is guiding you back to the connection and warmth. Do you remember the Five of Cups earlier? There are Two of Cups on the table. Sometimes love is closer than you think. Just lift your head, and it's right there. Okay, Group 3, you are stepping out of survival and into abundance, peace, and love. You're not just surviving anymore. You are thriving. Wishing you all the best through this 11/11 gateway. We'll see you in the next reading.